All right, everybody, here we are. Welcome back. It's Monday, and we are continuing Ifrit today. Before starting, let me actually mention that. Wait, let me get the website because I didn't. I was not prepared because I forgot. So my mentorship. There you go. Let me bring it on screen. My mentorship is still available, so I still have some spots available. If you're interested in improving your art, check it out at theartofnemo.com/mentorship. That's it for today's sponsor. Thank you, Mr. Nemo, for the sponsor. So let's actually get started with the grayscale here. Now, in the spirit of doing what I tell other people to do, I think it might be wise today to actually focus on edges. It's something I've been neglecting a little bit because of the tricks and cheats performed by Paint Tool Sai. But I noticed that some of the things I've been doing recently are look a little dirty. So in order to prevent that, today I'm gonna mix in the softer brush, and I'm going to try to work on the edges a little more than usual. So let's get started. I'm also going to reduce the amount of water fringe. I'm probably going to stick to 2 so far, for now at least, and then see where we go. Probably need something here before I do that. Let me do it. Line art. Maybe not like this, maybe something like this. Yeah, not too bad. And then we remove it. Man, it's so hot. Jesus. This room it's pretty small. The room is pretty small, and so using the computer, especially if doing something graphical, like to do with graphics, not graphical, it really warms up the room a lot. It's like having a heater, and it's not pretty. But anyway, let's get to it. So I'm probably just gonna use the fill brush. I don't feel like using like the watercolor brush for now, so I stick to this. I might use watercolor brush for color. I'm not sure. I've been looking for excuse me, for ways to improve the workflow. Even this one, but I've not been satisfied with any, honestly. So let me actually start with this. So that's coming from the top. I'm not gonna light up or use the fire to light up the surface. Probably not yet. At least maybe later. So it's coming, light's coming from, not drawing Y. Oh, it's normal. So light's coming like from this direction and from the front. So kind of like this direction. And that's what I'm gonna do. I might, I think I'm gonna start with the soft brush. Just cause. So the problem I usually have is that my lines are a little too, no, I'm gonna go with this one. Tend to be a little too hard on average, right? And it's fine. It gives a nice effect, like sketchy, which I liked. That's why I used it. But I was looking at a few pieces today that I made for work, and I think they could be improved. So for Ifrit, it's not for work, so it doesn't need consistency with the others. I'm gonna try to use a slightly different method and see how it goes. So I might spend a little longer on this face, but we have 2 hours. I think I'm gonna be done in 2 hours, and see how it's gonna look. I don't know. I'm gonna treat hair. Hair is probably just gonna have this kind of brush because it's hair. So I'm not gonna change much. It's still strandy, but for the rest I am going to introduce, see, I want to do something like this and then maybe come in with a harder touch somewhere else. we'll see. Still trying to stay consistent, obviously. So here, it might just be that I come back with the soft brush and I just erase out some parts. And then what I'll do is remove the line art and see if it looks good. It's gonna look pretty three-dimensional. Kind of like Mark Brunet's stuff looks a little bit, not too much because I want to go exactly there, but something like that. I'm still gonna have the separation between the various values, obviously, because I'm still gonna use different layers for now. So the eyes are gonna be glowing, I guess, soon. Hola, el arte de Nemo. Good evening. I'll say in Spanish. I don't know how you say magic. La magic del media industrial. Something like that in Spanish, I don't know. I assume. So I was saying, I was actually looking at a Zebrasaur. I might send over an updated version if you want to use it. If you don't, it's fine. Because I'm using that to kind of calibrate the new and improved edges work that I'm trying to use. So we'll see. Because I figured sometimes I basically, so I set up to have to review everything I work on, everything I do art-wise once a week, and I did yesterday and Saturday also, but yesterday evening as well. And I figured, yeah, edges, sometimes edges become a problem. So I am going to pay a little more attention to edges and maybe use the soft brush a little bit to actually try to render a little more realistically or realistic. Just a little more, and then you can decide which one you like. But from now on, I think I'm gonna, at least for this one, I'm gonna use a little more care for edges, as I would probably do if I were to make an actual life drawing. Because I was looking at the Goblin Chief that was done in Photoshop, and I kind of like the slightly smoother effect. No, you don't have to pay. No. Yeah, I do something on my own volition and make you pay. That's how business works, right? No, I'm not Apple. I'm not Apple, don't worry. So that's not gonna happen. So if I do this here, you'll see that if I remove that, see, it's kind of starting to sculpt the figure a little more. That's not exactly what Granblue does, but I figured I would rather have a little more volume that's coherent with, you know, a cleaner line art, cleaner shading, and less. So this as a reminder, this is the 50% gray, 50-ish. I mean, technically it is almost 50%. I don't even know if I do this, I might not even need to duplicate it. Because as you can see, I'm kind of feathering a little more than I usually do, because I want to have a clearer definition. And if I don't, like, see, if I do this, that's too hard. I guess we'll see what you'll do. It's hard for me to visualize the difference. Yeah. Basically, I am reintroducing, because I almost never use the soft brush. I don't like the soft brush. I don't like what it does. because it's like a gimmick. It makes things look a little bit too digital and clean. But if I think I'm at the point where I can actually start using it, because I know pretty much what edge I want to get, so I'm gonna use both. I know they use it for Grand Blue a little bit. I could even just use it for here, you know, just to get a general idea. Might also help me skip a step, but I would rather, for now, I would rather keep all of the steps that I've used recently, not only to have a consistency in work, or with work, but to make sure I do not deviate too much and not get excessively unpredictable results. And just, you know, drop this in to have a generic idea of where things go, and proceed from there. Right here, yeah, I think this is borderline almost wrong, but it's still fine, so I'm gonna leave it. Obviously, it's useless to use it in the hair because it's hair. So now here, I think this is gonna be shadow. Shadow. This is exactly what Mark Brunet does. Almost by accident I figured out, because I was not trying to do that or to use his process. Like comparing the Fardari soft strokes in the fur compared to like the baby dragon. Yeah. Well, the Fardari is. I think I also use I use a different technique for that. I like the baby dragon more, to be honest. But I mean, for the baby dragon, it actually works. But if you take the Zebrasaur, I think I can show you the difference. Can I show the Zebrasaur, by the way? Because I can show you right away. It's still a work in progress, by the way. I'm just trying to figure things out. Because I want to have things done differently. So, Zebrasaur correction. So, this is this is work in progress, but this is a different version of the Zebrasaur. And this was before. So, see how, like, I still have some layers that are dirty like that. But I'm cleaning them up as I go. Like, this was the base layer. You see, it's very different from the other. Like, this is the base shadow layer of the Zebrasaur, and the other is this. So you can see how much more hatching there is. I don't like some areas, like this area here. This is dirty. On average, this one is actually pretty good. But some others, I feel, not work-wise, but the ones I've also done for the packs or when I was streaming, I feel like they could have been a little cleaner in some areas. It's different. The look is different, but the end result, I mean, I think is a little better. By still adding back that the strokes there, I think it's a little better. Anyway, so this is what I'm gonna try to do with Ifrit. Just stay or vary the edges a little more. Just that. It's not a huge difference. It's just, for me, it's mostly mental. I need to introduce that difference because I feel like personally the style is starting to look a little too dirty at this point with the additional detail. Because maybe things were a little simpler with only without that base layer that I added with the Kragnaw. So now I feel maybe things are getting a little too dirty, so I might, course correct a little bit. Again, it's nothing revolutionary. It's just a little bit of more variation in the edge work. That's all. It's nothing revolutionary. And right now I'm using the soft brush because it's easier for me to harden edges than it is to soften them, apparently. So, apparently. Let's see what happens with this method. I'm pretty happy with how the line art turned out, so let's see if we can capitalize on it. Mostly I'm just adding the soft brush and slowing down some things. Again, not all of the edges need to be super soft. You can still use that, but I want it to be more mindful. Compared to something I've been doing recently that's a little more wild. This I would rather have slightly more controlled. See, like this one. Again, it's still going to have that sort of look that it has because of the water fringe, but hopefully more palatable and less chaotic. Also, because if I go duplicate this, see, it's showing. The only reason why it doesn't show much now is because I'm using a lighter brush. So I want to make sure I actually treat this as the edge it is. Not too much, but enough. And occasionally I can just leave the harder edge. It's not too bad. But I don't want it to be chaotic. That's the main goal here. This is probably going to be gold or metal, so I'm going to have to do something like this. This is not bad. I'm going to leave some strokes here because I like them. So here in the metal, it's going to look brushed to a degree. So. And some hard edges are going to be used for defining, obviously, cast shadows and corners, perhaps even knuckles here. But then I can use a soft brush to kind of increase this gradation area. It's going to give a slightly different look. Hopefully it's going to look a little more rendered, like a little cleaner as a render. I'm also basically incorporating the occlusion shadow here. Here it might have, so the muscle might be going inside. A little bit of dirt is still acceptable because I like that look, but not too much. Like if I do something like this, it's fine. Man, I've seen other parts of the gameplay of 16. I really wish I could try it. It seems very interesting. Very interesting. the atmosphere is particularly cool. It's very different from the previous Final Fantasy. It doesn't even feel like a Japanese game, honestly. Not necessarily a bad thing. How does that look? This might be... No. I just wanted to make it clear, to state clearly the difference between hard and soft edges. I'm gonna use a soft brush to aid myself. What's going on in the background? Which background? I don't know, I'm not hearing anything. Nothing at all. What do you hear? Now, right now there was a motorbike passing the street, but there was like literally nothing. Whistling. I wonder if it's the fan. It might be my fan. Let me just... You're gonna hear a double sound for a second. Let me check. It might be my fan. Let me just... You're gonna hear a double sound for a second. No, I don't hear anything in mine. Not sure. Not sure. I don't think it's strange it picks up sounds from the background because you could not hear the very exceedingly noisy frogs in Japan, so I don't know. No, the motorcycle only passed once, so I have no idea. A little distant. I'm not sure. It might be some white noise that I usually don't hear. Or I don't pay attention to, but you're not used to it, so you might hear it. Oh, like now there was a chirping of a bird. I don't know if it was that. And now there was someone clapping the hands. Someone clapping their hands. That's my mom coughing. I don't know if you can hear all that, but I would think it's strange if you can, because again, those frogs in Japan were extremely loud. So let me use this too. I want to try to use this to my advantage, like to indicate some little depressions in the muscle. I don't know if it's working or not. I could, you know what? I can leave this for the next layer. I don't want to, it's not exactly a cast shadow. Or 50%. At this point here, it's probably less. Just leave it a little bit. Yeah, his muscles are depressed. Yeah, all that fire. Poor thing. Ifrit feels bad, man. Ifrit feels bad. Damn mosquito. Get wrecked. I think I'm gonna leave that one like that. I like it. Introduce some other. I just don't want them to feel mushy. The point of me doing this is that it's gonna feel a little better when I add all the rest of the sketchy lines. Probably. Hopefully it should. Trust me on that. Yeah, it's not looking bad. Not feeling bad, but not looking bad. If it feels bad, but it doesn't look bad. I also want to pay attention to what's going on here in the hair. So value grouping is something I've been neglecting a little bit, and that's I definitely want to focus on. Value grouping. So instead of being like this, I'm trying to have solid shapes that have a clear edge, which is way better than the mushiness I've been doing recently sometimes. It was not terrible, but it's starting to bother me at this point. So I would rather address it. So use the water fringe effect, yes, to my advantage, sparingly where it actually is necessary. Not everywhere. That was a bit of an overkill, probably. If I look at this and it doesn't look clean, I'm gonna keep working on it, and as long as it looks not so clean. When it looks clean, I'll move to the next one. Next layer. Obviously cannot be clean now, it's not finished, but that's a rule. Now I'll get up. Gotta consider the cast shadows too, because there are cast shadows there. So it should probably cast somewhere here. Like if I did that, this would probably be casting something like that. So I am going to consider it. And again, I'm not super concerned about the hair, or the hairs, the mane, whatever you want to call it, because in any case it's supposed to look stringy to a degree, so it's fine. So this, I don't mind if this looks like it's got a lot of those marks, it's fine. Here I might later introduce a bit of that reflection, so the shine effect I use. See what I can do here. This is not cast shadow, is it? It's actually a pretty fun exercise to just take something you've done already and fix, if you didn't do it before, like fix or figure out the shadow type. Like, is it a soft transition? Is it a hard transition? I find it pretty fun to do. You might be thinking, you're insane. Why do you find this fun? It's not fun. I guess it depends. It's fun for me. Yeah, here's something I'm gonna have to work on a little bit. Just needs to be like this now. At some point I'm probably going to have a poll to decide, or to see what's the chat's favorite summon. I don't think I've ever asked. Mine is Bahamut, obviously. I like dragons, but Ifrit is a close competitor. And Diablos, also pretty cool. Diablos is one of the favorite summons of mine. Okay, this is 100%, so. No, I think we're gonna have a slight dip here, and then here we can go back. Soft brush. Yeah, good. In all this, I just want to make sure I am maintaining extreme variety in the thickness of the mapping too. So it does not have to be like, oh, it's like this, but something more like this. It's more interesting. It is more interesting. And yeah, there's a lot of just learning to use the tools. I've been using the side brush as a shovel recently. So I had more control before. I probably because of speed, I started neglecting you know, a little bit of the features it has, like this ability to feather. It's very useful. It's a pretty decent control you can exert on the brush. Here, I think if I we're gonna have this in black. I can do some fine work in the teeth now that I used looks like a Nemo and Chase stream today. Well, there are 6 people watching. But they're lurking in the bushes. There are lurking in the bushes, so we have a...
We've got a sticky situation.
We got a sticky situation. Sleep tight. Sleep tight. We're 3 now. I guess they freaked out. People on Twitch. We got a sticky situation. It's really sticky. A really sticky situation. No, that would probably not be there. Probably the opposite. You want to hear Master Roshi say what? Which thing? The sticky situation? It sounds like his voice? Or is it his voice? It sounds very similar. Is it the same voice actor? I don't think they would cast such an, I guess, important actor for such a strange...
The cloud's dying, planet!
Cloud is dying. Planet. Damn you, planet. Don't you see? The cloud's dying. As we speak. All because of Mako. So yes, the cloud's dying, planet. Or the planet's dying cloud. I don't know. You choose. I like the cloud's dying planet. Some people on YouTube seem to like You want him to say it. But that's not AI though, that's the actual actor. I don't know if someone already trained a model with Master Roshi's voice. You know what this could also be? In the dark. You know what? This middle phalange, the middle part of the finger should probably be something like this. Yeah, there you go. Better. There has to be one with Roshi. Yeah, I guess there might be. There might be. Now this patella here, or kneecap, it's not exactly a soft edge. It's kind of rounded, but not 100%. Like here at this. I have to figure this out now. How is it doing? Yeah, I don't think it should be there like that. Probably just something like this. And I think it's also going like this. I'm assuming. Master Roshi, also known as Muten. Let's see this. And it can be partially a cast shadow because I like it, and then fade here like that. Might be not too much. Something where this thing is really gonna shine, huh, no pun intended, is the drapery though. Because drapery is complicated, and so having more defined edges surely helps. The sniffles are back to a degree. Due to the heat, probably. I should probably blow my nose, but I don't want to distress the audience. There's actually several people watching, but feel free to interact, by the way. Even if it takes me a couple hours more to finish this, it's not gonna be a big deal. I'm not gonna cry because of that. Probably. So I'm gonna do the drapery later. First I wanna take care. Oh hey yo, if you have to. Daniel, hello. I know you didn't have to. I know you hate me dearly. Let's use this here and Yeah, howdy. See, I feel like compared to the usual method, this looks slightly more rendered, which is better. Instead of being so... I don't know. I don't know how to call it. Bad. Bod. So bad. But one key thing that Granblue has is this juxtaposition of hard edges and soft edges, so I'm going to try to get that. I can also use something in between, like what about this brush? Like this, what does it do? Maybe a little better than the standard one. It's like an in-between edge. Not too bad. Just want... No, not sure about the tail yet. But here, this is bod. See, things like this I want to avoid at all costs. At all costs. It's not clear. And you need a clear statement. You need a clear statement. Statement to get a good picture. This is all part of a kind of an ongoing thing I have, trying to set good habits or follow good habits, set decent goals, and course correction is part of the process. So every now and then I just try to correct what I'm doing based on new knowledge or input. So if you guys have any suggestion, anything at all, the channel or whatever else might be, feel free to leave it in the comments below, because I do read them. I do read them. And I also take action accordingly. So, where's that? That is weird, because it's not here. It's on one side and not the other. I'm going to have to fix that. Good thing would probably be to know exactly what muscles are in here, but I forgot. I forgot, sir. I kind of know, actually. There were some flexors on the side of the arm. But exactly which ones, I do not know. Oh hey, yo Reap, thank you. Trying to render this a little more clean this time because it deserves it. So far away, but step by step, you know. How are you doing? How was you doing? And what was you doing? I guess at work. It's like a lunch break or something for you? There you go. See, this is what I want to avoid at all costs. I don't want this anymore. I can have it later. I'm gonna reinforce the look later, not now. Not meow. Not meow. And oh, day off, cool. Okay, just had my first session with a new therapist. Nice. Hope it went well. We're gonna have to play that MTG game at some point. I didn't check your answer yet. I don't know if you answered already, but did you mean did you want my Magic Arena ID or the tabletop or the Steam ID for tabletop? By the way, tabletop was very generously gifted to me by Industrial Media Magic, so thank you so much. Very generous person, Chase. I don't know how I want to treat this. Something like this, probably. Something like this. Obviously, these strands need to follow. Oh, I said you gifted me Tabletop Simulator some time ago, and that you are very generous. I really want to get the hype hello saying sleep tight. I'll take both. Okay. More Tabletop Simulator. Sure. I was watching a video of a woman complaining about me. Well, you got strange habits, bro. I'm sorry you have this kind of habit. You can get out of it, though. I'm kidding. I know you have to do it for work. Sleep tight. Okay, I think there is an empty spot there. Yeah, I'm gonna have to fill it. There you go. Here. Let's go. Just a little more. You watch partner shaming. Partner shaming. How nice. Me and my darling, don't do that. You know Barkeep has a darling, right? She is my soulmate. I have to probably, yeah, make these a little. I did not even remember that, honestly. I mean, I don't care about Hypelo's private life on average. So, I did not remember that. I think I might want to keep these. Oh hey Yo-Saman, especially you. Partner shaming you? What? This. Okay, Emperor. Jeez. Okay, sir. All right, see ya, Reap. See you later. Later. See you later. So what makes a picture interesting in the end, value-wise, is the difference between, not difference, the variation between soft and hard edges. So, That's what I'm going to do here. I regret not doing it sooner. I was honestly pretty fine with the results I was getting. Just now, I'm like, hey, this needs to be addressed. Is this still Ifrit? Yes. I was like, number 4, the balanced number. I see. I see. Okay, I'm leaving it there because I want that part to feel like a little more like this, a little craggy. In fact, you know what? I think the reason why I do shade like this now is exactly that, because I started doing it when I was shading more rocky monsters, and then for some reason I forgot to go back to softer lines, and so it's stuck with me. It's okay, we can fix it. No, I'm gonna use the shine later. If you want to see the values with fresh eyes, turn the background black. Oh, I know. I mean, in any case, I'm okay with the values. No, it's not about values. It's about edges here. Trying to focus a little more on the edges rather than values. Values is my least favorite part of painting. That is the most fundamental part of the painting. Like if you go beyond line art, because obviously the first is a base drawing, but in a painting, values. Absolutely values. Once you get the values right, you can use pretty much any color you want. But I mean, not exactly, but kinda. I mean, it's not gonna be that much of a problem. Once you get the values right, colors are just like that. Trust me. Not because I'm particularly good at it, but I've seen people apply it, especially Eric Gist in one of these classes. Like, hey, you know what? You got the values right at this point. Do whatever you want. Because the colors are just gonna add. Obviously, can enhance or take away, but on average, what makes or breaks a picture is values. 100%. %1,000%. But yeah, the advice someone gave was, it made sense. It makes sense. You can turn. Oops, this is wrong. You can turn your background white, black, and see how the values look. Or just have black. It's like anchoring. Emperor of Cheese also likes to refer to this as anchoring your darks. You take black and you put it here, and now you know how dark you can go. If you want to go dark, 100%, I don't. I already have the value structure set up, so that I don't even have to think about it anymore, because all of them are going to be the same. Like all of these pictures are actually going to be the same for me. Value-wise, obviously. Just trying to see. I'm also using the soft round brush because I do want to have softer transitions. So. My anatomy inspired by Katsuo Terada? Not really. I know him, but no, I never studied his work. I've seen it, I like it, never studied. I've just learned anatomy from doing a lot of anatomy. In fact, so I guess the chest is my strongest part. Legs probably strong. And the forearm also a little complicated. I think I might actually have neglected something there from the sketch because I can't see the band here. So because I should have probably done that. So I can't really see the roundness of the forearm here. I'm gonna have to do it with value a little bit, or fix the line art. I don't even know if that's possible the way I set it up. Huh. You agree anytime get angry. Why should I get angry? Hello, Maleficent. He looks like the Monkey King in anime, really? That's completely unintentional. I always see people make a separate layer over everything of black so they can make a hue saturation layer and just toggle it on and off for values. You can do that. Oh, hello, Mr. Buddy, sir. Hello. Angry Yuna.
We've got a sticky situation.
We got a sticky situation. How is your FF16 playthrough going, mister? Sorry, Junior. You said mister is your father. Junior buddy, or just buddy. She's got I don't see it. I only see the restream chat here. I cannot keep all those windows open, unfortunately. For bullying? What did he say? She's angry recently. Or he sounds like, I don't know. Or Twitch thinks so. We got a sticky situation. Thanks for the so. It's my pleasure. I call you Nieber. Nieber. 16 has become one of my favorite new games for the last 5 years. Wow. Oh man. I want a PS5, but I don't have time to play anyway. So it's fine. I don't know, it looks so epic. I was very skeptical, especially about the landscapes or like the environments, when I saw the screenshots. Seeing them like played, it's just that, you know, I would still like them to be a little more fantasy, like Xenoblade. But I like them. You know, it's a little more natural. The algorithm got him for saying something. Yeah, he said nibber. I don't know, it's not. Is it an insult, nibber? I'm not insulted by it if it is. I am not insulted, sir. Insulted. I don't feel insulted at all. This one far away is pretty good. This might need shunting. By shunting. I was saying a while ago, I want to extract from the game Hype Hello saying sleep tight. I know, it's not a bad word, nibber, I have no idea. You just saw Cheese's only comment. Wait, where do you see this stuff? Why don't I see it? I am the owner. Are you using mod view? I have mod view. But I don't see it. I still don't see it in mod view. Why? Oh! Oh yeah, it says hates Nibber. Just that. Oh yeah, he did that first, before, yeah. I wonder if that's why he got flagged. No, I don't think so. He must be angry. I guess it's an angry day for him. He's an angry bird today. You know early birds and angry birds? Today he's, I guess, angry bird. Not early bird. So this this brush here allows you to actually sculpt things quite effectively if you know how to use it. There you go. Okay, that's interesting. You rage quit. No! Wait. How long has it been there? 9:55. Was it? Was the second the angry comment from before or after you got modded? I'm sorry. I had not controlled that. Sadly. So, Nibber's hinting at. I had to see it written to understand. I don't know, it doesn't feel like an insult to me anyway. So whatever. You know what? I think this should be like this. Maybe, what if I use the blur tool? Oh, this works. I can just blur then. I'm gonna blur out some of these edges. I'm gonna keep this. See, that's more of what I mean. A little more like that. I'm sorry if the Emperor Cheese got modded. And I don't really know why. But let's pretend Twitch is right. I don't think it is, but maybe. Oh, by the way, today, so I was scrolling through YouTube because I was reviewing some, not rendering, yeah, kind of rendering, well, grayscale videos. And I saw that one of the artists that works on Pokemon and also Duel Master is named Naoki Saito. He got banned from YouTube. I was shocked. I mean, he was like the least provocative person ever on YouTube. But he got modded, and basically his channel was completely removed. Today, as of today, like it's been 3 months apparently, his channel has not been reinstated yet. That was kind of insane. Probably because he was doing anime stuff like little girls. Bro, he was trying to use an alternative form of the N-word. Oh! You know what? It might even be that. Like, the Twitch thought that. Naoki Saito. Or Saito Naoki. Naoki's his name. He was probably banned because he was doing little anime girls. That's a little much though. He was not, I've seen his videos, he was not doing anything provocative or sexual. I mean, there are people that literally post pornography on YouTube and they don't get modded. They do not get their channel removed, but he did. I don't think that was fair towards him, honestly. Really, really unfair, in my opinion. Well, that's the, I mean, he didn't receive, so his channel was removed and he did not receive any justification for that. Any at all, whatsoever. Even 3 months later, he's still wondering, like, what the hell happened? Or so he said in an interview, apparently. I don't know whether that's true or not, but that's what he said. So, I don't know. It's just weird. Just very weird. Weirds me out for sure. Because he like really was not posting bad stuff at all. Go figure. Go 6 figure. Hopefully one day. That weirded me out big time. Oh well. Okay, now it's time to work on these. Here again, I'm gonna use a soft brush, a few areas maybe, and then I'll go back with the harder brush. But yeah, they do way worse than that. So I don't understand the logic behind that. Just makes no sense to me. But I know YouTube is famous or infamous for their arbitrary decisions in this matter, so wait, I did it wrong. Hey, shoot. Where's the redo? Yeah, he has a backup channel, I know. But still, he had like several million subscribers in the other. It's not even close. This is like 300,000, right? Something like that. Not even close, man. I just thought it was extremely unfair. He was not doing anything bad. He was a very fun personality, very respectful, very positive. Not a stupid thing YouTube did. Very stupid. Very, very, very stupid. He would have had all the rights to just, you know, give up. He didn't. Apparently. I don't know if he's in Japan. I don't think so. Very rare for Japanese to be involved with politics, like especially American politics or the, let's call it controversial stuff that's mostly controversial recently. I have not been banned over that. So. Didn't exactly share it. Let's see. Okay, not the greatest. The chest is fine. Hands are fine. He looks like Blanca a little bit. A little bit like Blanca. Not 100%, but a little bit. Yike. I don't know how to shade this honestly here. I'm just gonna try to go kind of random. This is fine if it is. It's a little bit. Let's see which one. Hey yo, Fiddle. What's going on? How goes it? Trying to focus on good edges today. So it's taking me forever. It's been an hour 16 minutes and I'm still working on the first what should I call it? Grayscale step. Hopefully it's gonna make the others a little easier. But I want edges to be good. Internet's a bit yours too? Mine is okay today, it seems. It did not die yet. Apparently. I don't want to say anything, just keep the bad luck away, but it's been okay so far, so I can't complain. So far. It's been okay. It's been okay. You know what this could be? Yeah, maybe something like that. Yeah, no. Yeah. My chair's bad as well. It's gotta be the Russians. Been disconnecting like 3 times within 30 minutes. Man. I don't know. Everyone seems to be having internet problems recently. That kind of sucks. Or really, most definitely sucks. I don't know what's going on, but I don't like it one bit, ma'am. I don't like it. One bit. We got a sticky situation. It's easier for me to just say it instead of using the alert, because that requires me to put my hand on the keyboard, which is very difficult for me to do at the moment. Just looked into that Pokemon artist YouTube ban situation. What did you discover? Discover. To finish this one at least. At least this one, please. This is reasonable. Reasonable. I'm thinking this. Is it not the opposite I should do? Nah, probably not. Did Russia have a military coup yesterday? They tried. They failed. It seems like the guy that was guiding the coup mysteriously vanished. So, I guess they don't anymore. There was a coup attempt. As far as I know, I'm not very much in touch with news, I have to be honest, because I don't care that much. I'm trying not to listen to the news recently, because I want to keep a positive attitude. And they kind of kill my mood every time, especially recently. So I'm trying to avoid as much as I can. just been fiddling a little too much here, probably. The story I found says the artist still doesn't know for sure why he was banned, right? But he figures he had to do with the public Google Drive that was linked to his YouTube account, and a fan posted something bad in the Google Drive. Okay. I see. That's weird, though. Like, that's still Google Drive. Like, he didn't publish anything. So what if a relative of his that using his Google Drive, or again, if you have students, like it happened to him, a student can put something bad in there. This is kind of arbitrary. It's nothing to do with the. I mean, they should ban based on the content you publish, I assume, unless they arrest you or something. You're convicted for crimes against humanity. But I don't think that is the case. I don't know. It's a situation. A true situation. Everything I care about in my life is negative. It's probably not good. No, I am trying to have a more positive attitude. Honestly, especially recently. Life is complicated enough without filling it with unnecessary information. Like, I don't need to know that people died today in Ukraine or something. I don't need to know that. Sorry. I just don't want to know that. Because it doesn't change my life personally. It's not to be insensitive towards the situation. I'm sorry for that. But I don't need to wake up and know that and just think about it all day and have a shitty day. So once you have goals, you should probably focus on those and have a positive attitude. Because if all the time I think, oh my god, there is a war and everything is going to be gone in 2 weeks, that's not a good outlook, I guess. So something out of his control, and YouTube didn't like it, so punished them. Seems really weird and unfortunate, but not uncommon for YouTube. Yeah, YouTube, again, is very arbitrary in its decisions, unfortunately. That's how it goes sometimes. Just want these draperies to look decent. Our zoo just had a red panda birth. Ooh, that's positive. Oh yeah, I like red pandas. I actually made an Ethermon that's a red panda. Oh, also before I forget, let's see if I can actually show it without showing my emails, all my emails. Let's see. I have the possibility to offer some pins from Ethermon. I think they're $5 each, for viewers each. If anyone's interested, but it's like the pin is just $1 or €1, but the shipping is $4. So let's see if I find it. There you go. Can I copy the image? Hopefully it's not going to post anything pornographic anywhere. Trophy. Let's see. Where is it? There you go. So this is the Follow Woof pin, enamel pin. If anyone's interested, just let me know, because I have to process the orders manually. They get a surplus, so if anyone wants them, or any, or it, just let me know. I'm basically giving them out at production costs. I just happy to give them to people, but unfortunately shipping is expensive to ship from China, so They could, you know, tell him the reason. Yeah. The Google Drive was linked to his account. Oh, that explains. He must have thought the entire thing is bad. I don't know. I guess it's automatic, yeah. There's some very trigger-happy bots. Just like that, Nemo was banned from YouTube. For Follow Woof? I don't think so. Hello, Emperor Cheese. You want one, Chase? Emperor Bullying. Today, Cheese, we're focusing on edges. Something you very much care about, right? Edge control. Yay. I'm actually spending so long just in the first stage here because I want edges to be really as good as I possibly can get them. So oh, we received 100 messages today. 3-day. 2-day and 3-day. Okay, this goes towards the back. The back is dark. I don't know if I'm liking this. I'm not actually. Oh, probably gonna cast and then fade, cast and fade, something like that. That's probably good enough. Yeah, I want a book from Ronehammer and it's 45. Okay. Shipping is also 45. Okay, that kind of breaks the deal. Oh, but shipping sucks. Like shipping costs. Jesus. Sometimes like, hey, I want to get this, and I look at the shipping. It's like, oh, it's more than the price of the product. So maybe I don't want it that much. Oh, buddy, by the way, if you're still there, how much was the collector's edition of FF16? Because I've seen it on eBay for $300. I hope it wasn't that much. I was thinking about the hundreds range. I gotta fix this. Let's see. Are you trying to order something from Germany? Oh, him? Jesus. Jesus. I am from Italy. What do you pretend? When cheese becomes your god. When you're born in this country, you start believing that there is a god of cheese, which is not just the emperor, but also the god of cheese. Me? No. Why? Why would I be ordering something from Germany? Germany's not that far anyway. It doesn't cost that much to order from Germany. I bought this monitor I'm using now, but in Germany I don't think there was a particular shipping cost. At all, actually. I don't think. Let's see. Okay. Not too bad. The hair area is a little... not sure. I might go in and add some more value here, add some value here, here probably. I'm still gonna go in with the other anyway. Sounds like I was. Why? Feels more like a French thing. I don't know. Italy's really peculiar, or Italians are, about their cheese. No kidding. Cheese is particularly important here. So Mr. Emperor might find this country delightful. Or not. Depends. Like, is he emperor because he is a piece of cheese, or are you a piece of cheese? You're not a piece of cheese. You came in here and you were talking about ordering something or shipping. No, you came in here before that. And then Daniel said he was trying to order a Runehammer book for $45, but $45 was also the shipping, so he doesn't want to do that. Show. We're talking mozzarella or American sliced. Other types of cheese, like more specific. We tend to be extremely specific on cheese. You can ask Buddy there. He's also of Italian origins, so he knows what I'm talking about. Too bad I cannot eat cheese, right? Anymore. Yeah, it is unfortunate, but I am lactose intolerant to a degree, so no cheese. No cheeso for migo. No cheeso for migo. You heard China. Oh! Okay, so yes. I am able to offer some enamel pins from Ethermon. And I said the pin itself is cheap, it's like $1 or €1 or less. But shipping is $4. So you pay more for shipping in the end. That's unfortunate, but I can't do anything for it. They ship from China. Their manufacturer is in China. So I can't do anything for it, unfortunately. Oh, that I like. There you go. This one could be. Nope. It's not too bad. Just trying to get a grip for this, a grip for this, not of this, on this. You're trying to contact your middleman from China to... No. No, I'm offering the pins. That's all. If you want it, I showed it before. I can show it to you privately later. I'm not going to take it again. I can just, you tell me you want it, and I can get it shipped to you. That's all. That is all. That's all that's going on. Italy has the Parmesan banks. In the state of Missouri, here we have a cave that's stocked with 1-2 billion pounds of cheese. God damn. Or cheeses. I believe even anime now made in China. Yeah, I mean Korea, China. I don't know. Probably. I'm not really watching modern anime, but I assume. Yeah. Probably. If anybody wants to go spelunking in the cheese. In a cheese cave. Instead of cheesecake. 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 It's gotta be interesting. all aboard. Well, tell me how I can be a piece of cheese from tapping with my fingers. No. Ethermon isn't released yet. Actually, I'm about to get a preview copy, pre-release copy, so it's gonna be released in September, I think. But it's gonna be not the main version. It's Ethermon Collect. I'm not good enough at remembering things to explain you the rules, but it's very similar though. It's quicker. It's a quicker version of the tabletop, with very very nice little standees like acrylic. So I don't know. I will see if I am allowed to. I will post a picture when I get it. I'm very excited about it, honestly. Very excited to see my designs in action, in physically, because I've been working on stuff mostly digitally, and even if Ethermon is the longest project I've been working on, it's been 3 years, and it's the only one that's physical. The others are all digital, so quite exciting. Have you heard of Kazumart? Yes, I actually have heard of it, and I'm not gonna ever try it. Yes, because it does have living insects inside. Let's see this. Not a fan. I think I'm gonna have to expand that. I'll bring it out like here. And probably here. Or let's do something like this. We're almost there. I have to figure out what to do here. Almost there for the first one, obviously. I think I might just leave it as it is. Yeah. But this is a problem. So technically I would have, probably gonna have that. So this is the arm. But I have, I think the ridge muscles are a little too much there. Let's turn Viconauts into a tabletop. I'm down. I am down, man. I am down. Okay. Is everything done? Pretty much everything. I think this part one is kind of, see, oh, that's what it does. Okay, I think they do use the soft brush in Grambler at this point, because this is exactly the feeling the thumb things have. Third, so it's probably the part I was missing. I don't want it to be 100% Grambler-ish, obviously. It's all different, but the ballpark. Should try one day with red wine. No. So. You choose between Halo jump from a C-130, or go to the deepest part of the ocean, the jump. I would choose the jump. I don't even have to think about it. I would feel claustrophobic, if I went to the bottom of the sea. I would literally pass out. I think. I don't like tight. I don't like tight places. Not a fan. I didn't even know I had. I don't even have claustrophobia. But it depends. Like, I remember once. So the way I found this out is when we once with school we went to an old. It was like an old castle, and there were prisons underground. And I was like, oh yeah, sure, let's go see the prisons. Man, I get into the prison. It was like a tiny, like, what, 4.5 feet door. You went through that, and then there was this room with just one little tiny window that's like your hand size. I almost passed out. I almost felt like throwing up. It was pretty bad. So I'm like, okay, probably should avoid places like this. Oh, I don't have problems with elevators. If you use the trident, you'll be fine. I don't have any problem with elevators. No, it's just like going underground. Not a fan. Nor kind of sitting at the edge of a building. But not sitting. Like, if I get close to the edge of a building, I get pretty uncomfortable. Pretty definitely uncomfortable, honestly. If I am like suspended, not really, like flying or stuff like that, I can look down, I have no problem. But if I am on a building, like I went to Japan to visit a few castles, and I was like literally on the edge of the castle, and I was like, ooh man, I'm not feeling very good. But if I am high up and I am floating to a degree, like I was suspended when I went to the San Diego Zoo. You know, there's what's it called? Like a cable car. I had no problem with that at all. Not really. But just spending your life in there. Yeah, not for me. Not for me. You know what? I don't know if I want life light in here. Let me see where I can darken things up a little bit. Okay, this is bad. So this is bad. This is bad. This is bad. I'm gonna make it better, but for now, I think this can work. It doesn't have to be completely three-dimensional here. I'm fine with it being, except this is not good. A little more rounded here, probably. But I'm gonna add the other layer in a few minutes now. I was near the edge of the cliffs in Moher. I was fine with it. I don't know what that is. You've not gone on a cable car yet, really? I don't think that was even the first one I went to on a cable car. The first time, I mean. Okay, I think the first layer is pretty good. Yeah, it's cleaner than usual. So let's duplicate and see. Yeah. I mean, over here might be a little too sculpty feeling, but this is not bad. I'm liking it. If anything, I could just reduce. Maybe I can reduce this here, make the transition even softer. And that should be fine. But yeah. Now, I'll duplicate this. I don't mind being at the edge. When I went to Utah and Nevada, I stepped close to the edge of the cliffs. It didn't get shaky. I don't know about cliffs, probably not. But buildings, yeah, buildings do that to me. I'm not a big fan of heights. which is ironic because I really want to learn to fly. Well, maybe if you learn to fly, well, first bring a barf bag because you're gonna throw up a lot. I guess I heard you throw up a lot when you learn how to fly. But yeah, I think it's gonna get better for you if you learn how to fly. Okay, let's go. Now, what I'm gonna do is a new layer. This is gonna be without effect because I noticed the best ones are without effect. The best monsters I made. Yeah, maybe I'm gonna duplicate this and remove the effect. So let's try now. And I will just simply work on the lighter half tones. As simple as that. So some of these, and I'm gonna use a soft brush for now. Only the soft brush. It's gonna be a very restricted. Oh God, Chase. No. I don't know. I mean, I don't. Whatever. It depends on the person, I guess. Like maybe right now it's not a good idea. Ah, look at how good the rendering looks right now. Like this, like it's much better because of the more thoughtful. Oh, that should have been dark. Process that I used before, so this should be dark. And this should be light. It should also be light. I can erase this here. Yes. I'm sorry. No, not. I mean, also, I guess it just doesn't seem to be a good idea in the current predicament. You know, it might or not turn out to be maybe a not so smart idea right now. Maybe, I don't know. Depends on the person. That person doesn't seem very trustworthy for me. To me. I don't know if I would do that. Oh, I'm liking the... Look at that. I'm liking how it looks. I still have to, you know... I don't want these to be soft, okay? These did not have to be soft. So, I will fix them, but I'm liking them. I'm liking the overall look. And I'm liking the fact that it looks a little more three-dimensional than usual. She spotted a duck? What? Who's part duck? What are we talking about? Part duck? Or Dutch? I hope you mean Dutch. I certainly wouldn't marry a person that's part duck. Probably. You know. I wouldn't feel compelled. At the moment, maybe it's a very fine duck, I would probably eat it more than marrying it. You know? I guess you mean Dutch. Oh, duck lips, okay. Thought you meant actual duck. Quack. Yeah, I know. I don't know. He said part duck, but I didn't immediately think of it. I don't like girls that do that, by the way. It's kind of gross. Or engrossing. So not a fan. Or air conditioner, or whatever you want. I am liking this Ifrit. I'm liking this Ifrit a lot. Yeah, it's got a different vibe compared to what I usually do. It's still going to have a similar thing now. As soon as I re-implement the other layers, obviously. But for now, let me just keep everything to a soft transition, and then introduce the hard edges. Also, because we're running out of time now. So tomorrow we're gonna finish the grayscale and get to the meaty part. This is really good looking, damn. Duck face, like, yeah, okay. For schmooches. Yeah, it looks very 3D. I'm liking it. Might. Or I might. I'm liking it. I have to try to figure out how to treat the hand though. And this arm here, this needs fixing. I don't know if I want to... Man, I might have to just go ahead and fix the... It's weird. Might have to go ahead and fix the drawing. I don't think it's conducive. Not very much. Thank you, Emperor of Sneeze. I think it was a good idea to just pay a little more. You know, I didn't really change anything so far, apart from paying more attention to edges. The process is exactly the same. So you see how much just caring about edges or something that you might have overseen makes a difference. I think the difference is huge so far. So I'm looking forward to working on these again tomorrow. Again, it doesn't take much after this to, you know, basically just redefine the hard edges, and then I can get to the color. Just that. Just get to the color page. It's good when you turn off the line art, and it's pretty good. Yeah, there are some areas that, you know, like the knee here. The knee might need some fixing, and I'll address it later. But even the feet, like, they look pretty good, pretty three-dimensional. So it's good. It's all good. All good. It feels like it's got that light, right? Coming from here, roughly. Still up for a sculpt collab one day. As you can see from what I'm doing, one day maybe. When I get a 20 or a 37-hour day, it might be a long time before I can do that. Because sculpting, I have to cut back on sculpting. Like, I cannot do sculpting right now, and I will not be able to do sculpting for a long time. Unfortunately. So if by one day you mean like in 30 years, yeah, if I'm still alive, then I don't know how soon, unfortunately. I have to prioritize at this point. So I've been trying to figure out like what to do, and so I'm cutting things that are not basically in the plan. So that might be a very long time, unfortunately. Yeah, I don't know. I don't think I can do that in the short term, unfortunately. Like I was saying, Samuel, the other day, I'm setting up some specific goals, like business goals and skill goals. Sculpting is not in there yet. It might be, like, if I figure out at some point that I need sculpting to, you know, further a specific area of drawing, then yeah. But yeah, trust the plan, basically. Trust the process. I mean, it's the only thing that actually works. So I'm trying to streamline what I do, very much. And so if I let myself get into too many things, that I know for sure that I'm gonna get back to not being able to do what I have to do. So I can't really do that right now. That was a bike. I don't know if you heard it. Still have to fix the kneecap, and I don't like some of these shapes. But we can stop here. It's coming along pretty well. I'm liking it. This area here is a little too shiny. I have to figure out what to do. It's a little too shiny. So I have to adjust. I mean, at this point, I could even smash them layers together. But what I will do from tomorrow is just basically come back, and some of these will become hard edges, basically. So as simple as that. Like probably say like this at the top will become a hard edge. Although I might reintroduce that softer edge also. But it's things like this, basically, pretty much. And this one specific layer does not even need as many hard edges as the previous ones. So I'm going to try to keep it simple and just make it sculptural. I might fix this area. Overall, I'm liking it. So GG so far, I guess. Good thing that I say that myself, because nobody else would. And then we have the flames. The flames I'm going to figure out later. It's pretty good though. I like it. I like it. I'm gonna basically reinforce the what is this? The I'm gonna call it the draw-ish, ing-ish look, but by adding stuff like that, right? So at some point I will go back and do things like this, and then it will still look like it's a drawing. In fact, I'm gonna leave those because I like them. So, and then I will have to use the same technique for the darker shadows, probably. But it's, yeah, again, pretty good so far. Let's see if I can raid someone. It's looking awesome. Thank you. Thank you, sir. I appreciate. I appreciate. Let me see who I can raid. So we got less out there. Excuse me for the prolonged yawning. I want to. Oh, 6 people. We have 6 people on Twitch. So let's raid someone that's playing maybe Final Fantasy. Oh, Shadow of the Colossus is also cool. No, but man, I don't want to get spoiled with 16. Dissidia, no, it's Square Enix. No. There's a girl named Charmander. It's playing Final Fantasy IX. You know what? Let's go raid Charmander. Let me see first. Or Carmander, not Charmander. Casual, yeah. Casual playthrough, I like it. I like casual. So let's try. I like Final Fantasy, so I want to raid Final Fantasy something. And 9 is my favorite Final Fantasy. So, everybody, we're going to be back tomorrow. We are going to probably finish the grayscale tomorrow. I'm sorry it's taking so long, but I think it's worth it. Thank you very much for being with me, and I hope you have an awesome day, or morning, or night. All right? Take care.